Hi, I'm Lee. Welcome to the channel. I hope you're having a lovely day. I'm a short, overweight, middle-aged white dude. I've got thinning brown hair, black gloss, I'm wearing a grey t-shirt, and I'm sitting in my Tesla Model Y. And in this video, I want to show you a really cool accessory that if you live in Australia, you should not order. I repeat, if you live in Australia, Macau, Hong Kong, or Taiwan, you should not order this accessory because it will not work the way you need it to. Let me explain. So the thing we're going to be looking at today is the Hansshow Wi-Fi hotspot CarPlay accessory. What this does is this allows you to use CarPlay and Android Auto on the screen of your Tesla Model Y, Model 3, and so on. The reason why you shouldn't order it in those places that I stated, which are Australia, Hong Kong, Macau, and Taiwan, is because in those places, you cannot use the browser while you're driving. So as soon as you put the car into drive, the browser disappears and you cannot access it. And you need the browser to use this. So if you're in those places, don't order it. Unfortunately, it'll only work when the car's in park. But if you live in the US or any country where the browser can be used while the car is in drive, this is a really cool device. In fact, it's funny. So I got sent this and I thought I was really prepared to be very underwhelmed by it because I thought all it was going to do was AirPlay my screen from my phone to the browser, but it's a lot better than that. By the way, there will be a discount code available to you. The discount code is EVEASY, and that will work with anything on the Hansshow website, not just this product. I do get a bit of a cut on every purchase made off of that link, so just so you know that. I want to make that very clear. But let's get into how this works because it's a real shame that you can't use it that well in Australia because it's a really cool device. So, step one comes in the box, comes with two USB cables, a USB-C to USB-C and a USB-C to USB-A. You plug it in, so it just needs power from the USB ports on your car, so you don't need to plug it into data or anything like that. You just use the ports in the center console. You've got a red light that shows you that it's on, blue light shows you that it's sending a signal out. And step one is you connect your iPhone or your Android phone. I will show you on both. I do actually have an Android phone as well. Don't tell Tim. So we connected via Bluetooth. So let's just go and jump into Bluetooth and search for the device. And there we go. It shows other devices. It comes up and says, do you want to pair it? And you go, yep, I do want to pair this. And allow it to sync with contacts. Yes, that's perfectly fine. And connection unsuccessful. Oh, okay. Well, let's jump off that bridge when we get to it. I know why that's happening because I've previously connected it to my Android phone. So it's actually connected to my Android phone at the moment. So let's go ahead and use it with Android first. And then I'll show you with Apple CarPlay. So the way you then connect it to your car is you go into the car settings, go up to where it says LTE or Wi-Fi, tap on that. It then shows you there it's one of the Wi-Fi connections that are available. So you tap on connect. Now it asks you for the password. Now here is also a little bit of a caveat. The instructions that Hansshow have in the document. So it comes with a little document with a little QR code that takes you to a PDF of the instructions. The PDF is wrong because the PDF says that the password is 12346778, and you try that and it doesn't work. And if you look on their website, the instructions on the website are correct. The password is 12345678, and then this connects to your little device, and now your car is connected to the Wi-Fi hotspot that has created. Now keep in mind that that means that the car is now connected to the internet sort of via that. So a lot of the internet stuff won't work on the screen, which is fine because you're going to use the internet stuff from your phone. So there we go. We can see that we are connected to it as a Wi-Fi connection. And if you just go into your Wi-Fi settings, select that Wi-Fi and say remain connected in drive. So that's again important if you live in a country where the browser is available while you're driving. So tap remain connected in drive. We're good there. And then we go into our browser, and the link for this is you go to zbox.link, and you can see here that I've set it up as a favorite. So I'm just going to tap on that. And there we go. It's saying okay to use Android Auto, and I go okay. And I need to unlock my phone, and it says continue on there, and we continue on there. and there is Android Auto on your car. And I've actually found that the interface is, I mean, it's not super, super fast, but you can see that it you know, it works perfectly fine. And I can go into, let's say I go into settings, and it'll show me the settings. And see, I thought that you wouldn't be able to interface it with the touch screen here, but as you can see, works perfectly fine. And let's say, for example, we want to go into Waze. So this allows you to use Waze on your car, and you go, yep, sign my life away. And I'll say, while using app on the phone. And there is Waze on your screen. So, yeah, there's a lot of really cool options there that you can do with this device. So that is Waze, and you can see it just works just fine. It shows you signal, shows you all that kind of stuff. One thing is, if you do want to listen to music through this, you do have to also connect your phone via Bluetooth to the car, so it doesn't play Bluetooth through the Wi-Fi thing. So there we go. So that is Android Auto. Let me now disconnect my Android phone and connect my iPhone. You can see how CarPlay works on that. I'll actually just do a quick transition, so you don't have to wait for me to do all of that. So, and here we go. This is now Apple CarPlay working on the Hansshow CarPlay device. I think this is, you know, I was prepared to be thoroughly unimpressed by how this worked, and it's just the opposite. I am thoroughly impressed with how, you know, you can see here the interface is pretty darn smooth. It's not smooth, but it's absolutely usable. It would be nice if it covered the whole screen, but you know what, it's really not that big of a deal. But overall, I find this really, really cool, and it works. You know, it's not slow per se. You know, the interface is pretty smooth. I mean, when you consider what this is doing, I think it's really clever. Now, one thing to keep in mind that, again, I'll mention that the screen here is, some bits are connected to the internet, some bits aren't, because as far as the car's concerned, it's plugged into a Wi-Fi hotspot, so it thinks it's getting the internet through that, but it's not, because it's that, and the internet on your phone is going to the CarPlay. I hope that makes sense. But, you know, so for example, if I try and use the voice stuff on the car, that's not going to work because it needs the internet to work. So drive to somewhere, you see, and it's not happening because it thinks it's connected to a Wi-Fi connection that's got internet, which is that. So hopefully that makes sense. But yeah, I think this is a great little product. Again, it's a shame that it doesn't work in Australia, Hong Kong, Macau, and Taiwan. Now, Hansshow actually does have on their website that Hong Kong, Macau, and Taiwan, it doesn't work. I'll get them to add it. I'll get them to add Australia. I presume New Zealand, I seriously, if Australia doesn't let you use the browser while driving, I doubt New Zealand would. So if anyone in New Zealand knows that, just put your car into drive and see if the browser shows up. In fact, when you put it into drive, the browser actually disappears from this interface. But if you are in the US, I presume areas of Europe, Africa, South America, basically any place where you can still use the browser while you're driving, I think this is a great little product. For 119 bucks US, yeah, it's really cool how it gives you the options to use Apple CarPlay or Google Auto on the car. And just look, most of the things, like, I don't know how often I'd use it because I find the interface and all the stuff that's built into the car works just fine, but it's nice to have options, you know? So yeah, again, discount code EVEASY. I do get a cut on every sale that's made on that code, so that is another way to support the channel. If you have found this helpful, if you have found this useful, please like and subscribe, share with all your friends, share with your enemies, share with everyone. And yeah, if you have already subscribed, thank you so much for your support, and we'll catch you in the next one. Safe and happy driving. Well, we re-recorded the end 3 or 4 times, so hopefully one of those is usable. Android phone, again, please don't tell Tim that I have an Android phone. It's for research purposes. Maybe go to separate, maybe go to switch it off and on again. Do the old switch it off and on again. Ah, of course, that's not going to work. Okay, let's see. Okie dokie. Right, okay, cut, and let's edit that.